Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Okay, so I just got a little today. So, I don't know how well I'm gonna like this, but we'll try it. We're gonna start with air signs and we're gonna head it off with Gemini because the last reading I had for you guys was like, oh my god. So, let's check in with Gem Gem for the day. What's happening with Gem Gem? Hope spring is treating you well. What does Gemini need to know for the highest good of all? What's up, Gem Gem? On a soul level, what's going on? Chat, hey, what do you know? Thanks for having me at your reading. So, let's just put that right there. Death, the moon, the world, and then check cups. Woohoo! Go Gem Gem. You're doing the work. You're doing the really hard work here. But this is the path that you're intended to be on, and you're coming to that conclusion. And once you accept that, this is all yours. Once you just accept it, instead of fighting and battling with it and trying to swing at it, you come to an understanding that you can better prepare yourself by keeping in your own sovereign power, keeping your agency. This book, you guys, this book is really good. Really, I've only started this much of it, and it's phenomenal already. Just amazing. So, I am terrible with names. I think his name is Christopher Brenner, the astrology podcast guy. Recommended that book. Very good recommendation. Very good. And like I said, I'm not even all the way through it. Not even an eighth of the way through it. And it's really good, especially if you don't understand the basics of things. She goes through and does a very efficient job of breaking it down. I'm learning it through a different lens of medical astrology, so this is nice to have it from an astrologer's astrology standpoint. So it's it's gaining that perspective of just a different person viewpoint on how to interpret things, and the way she does it is very enlightening, and it's for the evolution. It's not like this is set in stone. You can evolve and grow past things. So again, she points out a really good peg in this whole astrology system is oftentimes as human beings here we feel so unseen, and for the first time when she was little she felt seen when someone was reading back to her just one statement off of that. And oftentimes, if we can help see ourselves and we can help remember who we are, we can step into our role and our purpose much more efficiently. I didn't say it was going to be an easy process, but it's going to be a more efficient one. And my Mars is in Capricorn, so efficiency is the name of the game, albeit the slow one. So, when we're dealing with accepting this, don't ignore your Ten of Cups. Let that death take it from the subconscious and let things grow. This reminds me of like a little peanut lion here. Just saying. I hope YouTube doesn't vet me for that. Last time I said that word, they were like, bye. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, you got an Emperor reversed here in your root system. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. You're being protected, whatever this is. This feels like, because you've got the World upright, but you've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse over here. So this feels like, to me, because the moon and death are present here, is that this is some sort of weirdness that flipped your wheel. Like, how do I put this in? Human form, please. It feels like, You know, in like childhood, when you have that like killjoy in your life, everybody has it. Everybody has that killjoy that's like, it doesn't matter what it is, has no bearing on reality, fantasy, and it could be anything. You could be taking in delight in a blossom that has just started to open, and this particular person would come along and say, what the hell are you doing? There's no beauty there. You're wasting your time. Move along and get to work. That's what this feels like. There's some sort of killjoy voice in your head here. That's my interpretations are weird. I get it. I get it. I get it. But that's what this feels like. Is some like you have this perpetual narrative that just takes you and turns you upside down. There's some sort of belief structure in your subconscious here that's like taking the joy out of things, taking the bliss out of who you are, and turning it on its head. But it's like one of those like authority figures from childhood that's kind of instilled, and maybe it is like a father figure, or maybe an uncle, or somebody with some authority, maybe even grandfather. Usually I can't pinpoint that anyway, so sorry, Jim. But some sort of masculine, and it could be female, masculine energy emperor here in kind of the negative. So they're very greedy, and they oftentimes, I've never heard another reader say this, but when I think of the emperor in the reverse, he is just a killjoy. He cannot take or understand or comprehend why anyone would want to see good or love or find peace or joy out in the world. So he's constantly seeking to destroy the source of it. And you on the outside right now are the source of that. Oh, child. So now you're going to have to rocking and rolling it into a new way of seeing things. You're going to have to take your little satchel and head on your way, because who wants to stay with a killjoy? So you got to either tell that thing to go take a hike, or you've got to re-narrate the story inside your head. And that can be tricky, because when you're dealing with aspects of like childhood people who were around too much, to the point of now they're stuck in your head because somehow they meant something to you just because they were there. It doesn't always have to mean that they have some emotional attachment to you. Maybe they were really mean and bullying to you, and therefore you had kind of like that trauma wound with them, where they were really mean and cruel, and then they'd be like, oh, it's okay, I'll go get you some ice cream, or something weird like that. So kind of that weird, I don't know, weird uncle-y vibe. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Let's clarify quick. Are you coming up? Vicious Savage? He's trying. Come on. No, not over on me. Right here, Bisky. Good boy. Good boy. Alright, get this Death and the Moon clarified for Gem, please and thank you. Hope you survive that Taurus moon. I got a little nippy, but I needed to get a little nippy, so nippiness was had. Yeah. Scorpio stellium with the Sagittarius rising. My black poisonous arrow may be flaming, but I rarely miss. I don't like doing it, but here it is. Right. What is up with this Death and Moon for Gem? Being a ruby, deciding what your values are and sticking it up and making it fly. The Magician. Ooh, jeez. Okay. Father of Pentacles. You've got your value structure down now. Hence why the Killjoy is showing up. They're like, happiness? Oh, happiness. 3 of Wands. So you've got the world in your hands, but you're not sure if you want to step through that portal yet. Ooh, child, the devil is there going, come on, babe, let's go. Mother of Cups, there it is, pointing directly to him. Come on. Let's burn our way through this. Keep going. And don't give in to those temptations, those petty little crappy crap things that come your way that try to distract you. Son of Swords, which is Knight of Swords. Mental clarity coming in. Ten of Pentacles, legacy. Yep, oftentimes when we have a major upheaval like this, all of the tens come up, and it can be Ten of Swords as well. And then you have the little times, so you know, Ten of Swords. So oftentimes, if we can handle that with grace and gratitude and get the hell through it and realize it's just one little drop in the ocean of life and that it's not going to last forever and that it's going to pass and that we have no obligation to hold on to anything. We say our dues, we say our apologies, we forgive whether or not we still have that person present in our life or not. Because we're not forgiving for them, we're forgiving for ourselves. So we can release that energetic pattern and move on and close it off. Which, you got all freaking tens going here. The only thing is you're getting to that portal. Okay, you got a bunch of freaking portals showing up here. Portal, portal, portal. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. So getting up that courage to walk through that portal with your heart here. You've got the Magician, the Father of Pentacles, the Mother of Cups, and the Devil. You have more than enough supporting you right now to help you get through to the other side and step out of that false light paradigm or whatever the heck it is. So tell them whatever that internal blah, blah, blah voice. Sandra then. The world, the Ten of Cups for Gem. What is happening? Happiness. Father of Swords, Mother of Wands. Look at you, all kings and queens today. Woohoo! Yeah, well, the Magician is here, so you have all the, yeah. Okay, so the cards are just telling me, I told you already, lady. So the Magician has all of the things that they need to manifest and move forward. So you have the Father of Pentacles, the Mother of Cups, the Father of Swords, and the Mother of Wands. So it's just reiterating, you have everything you need. All you need to do now is start moving forward. And then you get your subconscious stepping in. No, you can't. You can't do that. Oop, there it is. Nostalgia, like I said, somewhere back in your childhood. Judgment. And petty arguments. Okay. So, yeah, you need to tell this to F off. What do you want? What are you doing? Oh, there it is. There it is. So, Four of Wands, celebration, and building yourself a foundation here to move forward. Knocking this Emperor off his pedestal and protecting yourself from their energy. And so, oh, there it is. That's 3 tens. But the worst of it is now over because it's in reverse. Okay? The worst is over. So now you're up. Stairway to heaven, darling. Healing. Moving forward. Up and out. High Priestess. Sitting on that throne. Okay? So where there's a will, there's a way. So your intuition here is probably going to be your best bet on how to start manifesting your way out of this energetic pattern. So again, that calls for rewriting a story. So whenever we're stuck in a narrative, whenever we're stuck in a pattern, we need to rewrite the story. So write out how you want this to seal off, and then write out how you want your life to proceed in a way that is on a healthy aspect of this. So if you choose not to cut this person out of your life, you're going to have some verbal armor, if you will. You're going to have some no's. You're going to have, I believe that you believe that, but we have a problem here and I'm looking for the solution. Go to Dan O'Connor. He just did a beautiful video. I'll see if I can find it. I'll link it. Oh, I don't have a pen and paper. Dan O'Connor, the channel. He's a comedian. We're the Wizard of Words is this channel. The Wizard of Words. Because he's freaking phenomenal. So he just did a thing on shutting that narcissistic narrative, the killjoy, out of your mental space. And if you have to, keeping it on the, distance narrative, on how to, it says for at work, but the narrative is still the same. So if you want to keep that person distant and that entity out of your energy, there's ways to approach that. I believe that you believe that, but we have a problem to solve here. I'm not looking to blame anybody, but we need to solve the problem. So how to move forward in the best. So it's what he calls passive speak, which I absolutely love. I'm practicing on using it in my writing. It's a modality of thinking where there's not one person doing anything. It's not them. It's not you. It's not anybody. And I like to substitute the word when one would say such things, one would come to the conclusion that saying those things would lead to certain consequences for one's words. Something like that. It's a bad example. But you're going to have to develop that internal dialogue and then possibly even manifest it out into the world, taking it forward with you and putting up those boundaries and barriers. Because Gem, you have a lot to deal with because people tend to interpret your energy as some sort of like, I don't know, but I'm not going to label anything. I'm so sick of that crap. But it tends to get misinterpreted. So when it's misinterpreted, the narrative is given away to somebody else. You want to take your own power back and take back that narrative with all these wonderful gifts that you have right here. With your value structures, your emotional waters, and keeping those calm. You have your Father of Swords here, keeping your mental clarity absolutely crystal clear, moving forward with zero regrets. And then the Mother of Wands, absolutely in your flame, your positive desirability, your thriving state where you're not just in surviving mode. You are now ablaze with light, right? So again, that killjoy energy is going to come in and question that. Your job is to stay sovereign and keep your agency throughout all of this. Okay? You've got this. You've got more than enough to get through this. Okay? So now your job is just to keep that ball rolling and develop those communicative skills that are going to ping you along the pathway up and out of this and through that portal. Okay, let's try one of these. What does Gemini need to know for the highest good of all? Gemini, what's up? What does Gemini need to know about moving forward? Rose. Ooh, okay. It was in the reverse. I'll read the whole thing. 12 is the number. 3 for those of you who know numerology. Love you. Okay. Union, bliss, unconditional love, merging with the quote-unquote other, oneness, nourishment, purity, Reverse, conditional love, secrecy, separation, disconnection from the sacred. Astrological rulers are Venus and the moon. In ancient texts, in Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine, the rose had a prominent presence, particularly in relation to balancing the emotions, relieving the heart of depression and grief, and treating psycho-spiritual imbalances. The rose is sacred to Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. Since ancient times and across cultures, the rose was associated to love, passion, and commitment and lust. The Romans, Greek, and occult societies suspended roses from the ceiling at meetings that were held in the strictest of confidence. Roses represent all aspects of the goddess, the almighty creatrix, the ability to love, nurture, experience joy, and see beauty in all things. A popular flower that has come to be associated with weddings and rituals of union. Roses-filled vases are worn by participants and guests and are often strewn about to bring divine blessings to the couple's love. The herbs of Venus are feminine, gentle, relaxing, and balancing. Medicinally, rose has the power to uplift mood, nourish the heart and cardiovascular system. It makes an excellent urinine tonic that supports fertility and vitality. The antiseptic nature of rose makes it an excellent remedy for wounds and bruises. It also relieves spasms in the respiratory system, gut, intestinal tract, and muscles. Rose's medicinal and energetic qualities resemble the archetypical nature of Venus and the moon. Guidance says it is time to allow for greater love in your life. Allow the dance of trust and intimacy to heal and open your heart. Like the rose, you are rising from the harsh soil through the path of thorns and challenges. As you grow and blossom in your spiritual journey, look deep into your heart and see where you might need more love and affection. The white dove reminds us that through childlike trust, we can navigate the most challenging of pathways with some undertone of joy and presence. Remember, you understand how love is the doorway, and through this sacred embodiment, you are able to birth anything into manifestation. Let all creativity, all sexual and nurturing connection be attuned to the vibrational powers of unconditional love. Just saying, oh crap. Here. Oh, because that's not going to work. All right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to build you a little castle, Jim. Little something. No. Damn it. Son of a monkeys. There we go. All right. Now we're going to draw from another deck. I'm feeling crowded in over here. I'll get it right one day. I'm sure I'll switch it up for all eternity, though, because change is my God. So, but I thought you were a fixed sign. I know, I thought it was too. All right. Herbal astrology, that one was. And now we're dealing with Earth and Bone Oracle cards, which I did do a little review of this deck. It is, yeah, my Scorpio stellium is just like, yes. More, please. Thank you. What does Jen need to know for Earth and Bone? Going through this Taurus transit. Oddly enough, this is supposed to be like the sign of my detriment. And I'm just like, yep, give me the smells, the sensations, the feels, the good food. The soft blankies, the freaking, I don't know. All the herbs and the coffee and the tea and the, like, just all those sensory input things. I'm just, like, in it right now. Adversary. Hard work, diligence, progress, challenges, and adversary. Yeah. Look at that. How's the, yeah, Jen. Okay. Ha! Okay. Oh my gosh, I love it. Now I just need a pencil for it. Okay. 29. I feel like I should be going with that. Okay. Hard work, diligence, progress, challenges, and adversary. You have been trained, educated, and presented with lessons in today's world that will prepare you to meet your opportunities. Everything that has happened to you has been done to prepare you. You have proven that you're capable of surviving adversity and suffering. You have the ability to climb over difficulties, problems, and mountains and face them head on. You are fearless, brave, and strong. You have proven that you have the ability to step into the light and tackle the obstacles head on, so you can have whatever you want. Easier times are approaching. Do not be concerned. You are adorned and guided to precisely where you should be and doing exactly what you should do. Pay attention to the gentle nudges and the synchronicities of the universe. The answers you seek are being shown to you. Work on building a set of skills, and you'll be able to take the next steps on your journey. Concentrate on the current moment. Be fully present. Stop trying to get to the finish line before running the race. When you've aligned yourself with what you want, you may do by accepting your existing situation and just being. You can stop searching and begin creating. You start to attract the things you want. Changes within you bring you what you want, not because you need it, but because it is your natural state of being. That's why you got to be really careful with the manifestation thing. If it's not in true alignment with who you are, not what you want, but who you are. If it's not in alignment with that, you're going to keep. And sometimes maybe you need to go through the things to get to that spot of like understanding who you are. So it's all a progress, but try to take in your own spirit, your own energetic, bring your own energy. That's my new motto. Bring your own energy. Be the person you want to be right now. Everything that you want is already yours. Listen to the stillness with gratitude. What do you hear? What repetitive signs in its varied forms have you been shown? Pay attention. Your answer is there. Affirmation. I trust that my soul knows what it's doing. I clearly hear the whispers of guidance that Spirit tells me. All right, Jen. You're exactly where you need to be. Hardships and all. I know it sucks, but the worst is over. Yeah, the Ten of Swords in reverse. You're starting to figure out where your Ten of Cups is here. Keep listening. Okay? Okay. Love you. Till next time. Keep your flame.